look down the broken road. Once a highway for the free, where angel miss is shown.
That was really the first song on the album where I felt it was, you know, more rock and roll than the previous album. So it in a way defined, you know, the avenue I was going to head down. It's all about what I was seeing on TV about the refugees from Syria and people that are displaced because of the wars. You know, they lie awake at night wondering when the next blow is going to fall, you know. So.
When will the next blow fall?
The song is actually about my career from leaving Procore and starting the trio and what it was like to become famous. The turnaround idea at the end of it is, you know, no one asks where you came from or where you're going to.
Where you're going to. To break it to demand.
Back Where You Belong is perhaps the most rock and roll song I've written. I don't come up with many rock and roll songs. I think I like things that have more atmosphere and space and depth in them. It's hard to come up with new rock and roll riffs, as it were, you know. But I was very happy with the way that turned out.
When you're back where you belong.
I came up with the riff for Jigsaw, the main guitar part, when I was warming up to go on for a show in America, and it very rarely happens. And the lyric is really kind of philosophical way of looking at things, you know.
But all the pieces will fit together just the same.
Yeah, that yelp at the beginning is my imitation of James Brown. I found that if you scream pulling the air back into yourself rather than out, you can get that effect. I thought just a bit of fun to stick it in because, you know, it's very James Brown influenced, the groove on it. I'm either channeling James Brown or Howlin' Wolf, Jimi Hendrix, you know, those things that influenced me when I was in my teens and young 20s, you know.
Of your design. Someday
We Will Be Together Someday is a sort of ballad poem to my late wife, you know, and you get that sort of atmospheric guitar sound by going through what's called a Deja vibe, and you get that kind of swirling, more of a swirling guitar sound on it. That's turned out to be a special track for me.
too late. What the cognoscenti do should not be your worry.
Again, I think, you know, I'm channeling James Brown again on that song. Early James Brown, using the line, "What the cognoscenti do." I picked up that word from the Godfather movie. Word. I'm not even sure I correctly know what it means, but I just thought it had a great rhythm to it, you know, so that got in there.
To show how much you care for the one you love. It's not the truth
Too Deep, I think it was the second song idea I came up with for this batch. I'm pretty sure that I was messing around with an arrangement for the Stones' Satisfaction. Came up with a great arrangement. I may do it one day, I don't know. Although I ended up not doing it, I think In Too Deep kind of came out of where my head was at the time, thinking, yeah, it'd be good to do a rock and roll song, you know.
Before you're in too deep, into deep fire, won't be disturbed by the world.
I'm Holding On to You, I think, was maybe where I was still in the previous album in terms of the type of material I was writing. The lyric again is about my late wife and a very personal relationship we had. And it's my second favourite track on the album.
I'm holding on to you.
None of the tracks on the album were done with a band. They're all built up from nothing, basically. In a way, it's more difficult to get a live vibe like that Delusion, Sweet Delusion's got. And you have to work at it, basically, to get that fired up. That's one I'm going to play live. A really, really exciting track to play. Yeah, great riff on it, and good to play lead to, you know.
Delusion, sweet delusion, won't be the spark that lights a flame.